thrill-seeking granny, Velma Gretsch, nearing 90 but grinning like a kid every time she rides the Diamondback.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Daniel, where are we going?
We're going to Kings Island.
Yay! It is Sunday, the first day of daylight savings. It's about 4 p.m., so we're having a late start to our evening at Kings Island. But that's okay because it is our home park, and this is typically how our visits go anyway. We stop by, we might have dinner, ride a couple rides, and we're satisfied. Today is the last day of their normal operating season. They're going to close for a little bit and then reopen for Winterfest. We haven't stopped by Kings Island in quite a while. We got pretty busy with traveling and work and life, and we just haven't been in a while, so I'm excited to stop by. We figured we should go at least for their last operating day, because this will be the last opportunity to ride the things that aren't open during Winterfest, which is most of everything. So Kings Island. I was born here in Cincinnati, and I have been coming to Kings Island since I think 2000. And I've seen this park grow and change in many ways over the years. Obviously, my time at Kings Island started out as a Paramount park. That's what I grew up with. Eventually became owned by Cedar Fair, and now recently has merged into the Six Flags chain. So I think we're still kind of waiting to see how that will affect Kings Island. Daniel, Kings Island became your home park in 2022. How do you feel?
I mean, I liked the park. It needs that one thing. It just needs that one thing that makes me want to come back.
That is a good point. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people think that about Kings Island. I feel pretty normal about the place. I like the place. I think it's a perfectly fine park. There are extremes on either end of the spectrum. People either seem to love this place a little too much or hate it a little too much. I think it is literally just the most okay park ever. Life updates. We did Halloween. Halloween was fun. I was Charli XCX and Daniel was Lord for obvious reasons. We are moving soon. We have been preparing to move, so that's been really fun and exciting, and we've been busy with that. We're going to New York City for the holidays to see family, and that'll be exciting as well, and I will be reaching my 400th roller coaster. If all goes according to plan.
Yeah.
We've arrived. Crowds seem pretty light, honestly. Halloween haunt and Christmas tree overlap. So personally, having come to Kings Island for so long, I obviously have some critiques of the place. And number one is this entrance. I genuinely hate this entrance so deeply. It is one of the worst I've ever seen at any park. Please fix this, Kings Island. And now for something exciting for Daniel. He gets to get a new credit at his home park. Tell us why.
Because it's Invertigo, and I never wanted to ride it.
And every time you did want to ride it, it would be broken. So now 2 years later, Daniel is finally getting a +1.
I've never even been back here.
You've never been back here?
No.
What did you think?
It was surprisingly okay.
Well, you have basically ridden it before because you grew up with Stinger at Dorney Park.
I feel like I'm remembering Stinger being rougher, which makes sense given the fact that it was relocated.
Oh, it was?
That just tends to happen.
Where was it before?
California's Great America.
So that train went from California to Pennsylvania to now here, I think. That being said, it's running pretty well,
yeah,
and it is unsuspectingly one of the most intense rides in this park.
Yeah.
Okay, two things. I've always loved this support being in a hole in the fence. Also, the station's dripping water. I'm really hoping one day that they revitalize the Action Zone area because it doesn't have a problem with rides. Delirium, Banshee, Bat, Drop Tower. It has good rides. It's just really ugly and outdated.
It needs a cohesive theme.
Cohesive theme, yes. Now for one of my favorite family roller coasters ever. Ever. I am so happy that Kings Island decided to put so much work into improving this, especially as a childhood favorite of mine. It's so awesome.
At all trains, you guys are all out here. Enjoy your ride on the Adventure Express. Have fun.
So we kind of want to try and focus on stuff that we know won't be open for Winterfest, but it's rumored that they will add Racer to the lineup for this year's Winterfest. So do we ride Racer or not? What do you think?
I think we ride it.
Okay, let's ride it. Shout out Gravity Group. This ride has been running the best it ever has in recent seasons. Podcast car. Flight of Fear will be open for Winterfest, so we're going to focus on Orion for now. They are ready to take these trains off. We have about an hour and 15 minutes left. We're going to try and get on Diamondback and Mystic Timbers if we have time. The good thing about this park is we feel absolutely no pressure when we're here, so if we don't, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Also, Mystic Timbers will be open during Winterfest, but I want to ride it anyway because it's like very clearly my favorite ride here. Oh, Vortex, how I miss you so much. It was such a gorgeous roller coaster right here. Vortex was like such a big part of my childhood and growing up, and it still just feels so weird to be able to just see completely past that whole plot. Internally, the true test that I'm holding this place to is seeing what they choose to replace the Vortex plot with. I really hope they go the Europa Park route of actually adding what the parks needs.
Yeah.
Like, they really truly need that one showstopper, like, world-class ride. And it would just fill such a nice gap in the lineup. And if they add something super underwhelming that adds nothing to the park lineup in such an important plot of land, I will be quite disappointed. So I didn't edit this at all, but this is literally what they give you after Mystic Timbers. The photo was nice though. It's really dark at the park, and we think that because of daylight savings that they forgot to adjust the timers on the lights because it's really dark. All right, that's a very productive evening at our home park. Daniel says we did 7 rides. So we did
2.5 hours.
Invertigo, Banshee, Adventure Express, Racer, Orion,
Mystic and Diamondback.
Mystic Timbers, and Diamondback. And 2.5 hours. I'll take it for a last operating day. Very low crowds tonight. We used to come a lot more, I think. Kings Island has been quite busy the past couple seasons to where like we used to come on weeknights and just ride rides over and over, low crowds. But that kind of sort of like got a lot more busy over time. I don't know why. So good night and see you next year to a bunch of Kings Island coasters and to Mystic Timbers, Flight of Fear, and possibly Racer. I guess we'll see you at Winterfest. Yeah. Congrats on that +1, by the way.
Thank you.